Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars, and let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today. In this video, we will start with the short-term analysis and then move on to higher and higher time frames. Now, as always, nothing in this video is my personal opinion. I am only sharing the unbiased technical analysis and nothing more. And before I continue, the comments on yesterday's video were absolutely hilarious. I don't know what happened with the audio, and as I'm recording this, I really hope that today's audio will be better. So anyway, let's actually move on with the technical analysis now. Starting off with this 4-hour time frame, because notice how right here we have a confirmed bearish divergence in the charts, which is whenever you have higher highs in the Bitcoin price and lower highs in the RSI momentum indicator. Typically, this points towards us getting a break from all of this bullish price action we saw before that, either in the form of some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bearish momentum. Besides that, if we zoom in a bit further to this 2-hour time frame, you can see that we are still trading along this ascending trend line here, which currently has support sitting at around 94.8k, slowly trending up over time. And as you can see, this bearish divergence confirmed right around here, which is putting some downwards pressure on the Bitcoin price. However, we are still in this bullish structure here on the lower time frames, so you could consider this some upwards pressure. And this means that very soon here we're going to get an answer of the actual direction of the market. For example, if we break above this descending trend line, then likely we are going to get a bit of a continuation and likely an invalidation of that bearish divergence, which would be if we get candle closes on the 4-hour time frame above 97.6k. However, if we are now going to break this ascending trend line, this is going to be a big warning signal in the short term, because as I'll show you later on in this video, we do have big liquidity to the downside here that should be taken into consideration, which is exactly why a breakdown below this level of support is a big warning signal in the short term. Now, as I explained yesterday as well, after a bearish divergence confirms like this, keep an eye on that point of invalidation, because if for whatever reason the price now trades above that point of invalidation, this completely opens the door to more bullish price action once again, which is why I'm putting a bit more emphasis on explaining this again today. Now, moving on to the 1-day time frame, right here we're still trading above this longer term ascending trend line. So overall on the 1-day time frame, things are still looking relatively healthy. We're trading up slowly over time and haven't fully reached into overbought territory, so there could possibly be a bit more room to the upside here before we do reach that overbought territory. Something critical to pay attention to though is this level of support, which is sitting from 96.2k all the way down to 94.5k, and in terms of resistance to the upside, that is sitting from 98 all the way up to 100,000 in the Bitcoin price. However, the most important level on the daily time frame is actually going to be this 94.6k level. Anything above this should be considered bullish in the short term, especially on this 1-day time frame as well. However, if we now start getting daily candle closes below 94.6k, once again, that will be a big warning signal for the overall trend. So this is absolutely something to keep an eye on over the next couple of days. Now, as I tried to explain in yesterday's video as well, but I don't think many of you heard it because the audio was absolutely terrible. But either way, what I tried to explain in yesterday's video was that the bears are actually still in control of the market. So we need to keep an open mind about seeing some kind of rollover and new lower lows being formed at some point down the line. And we need to continue being wary of this so long as we have not seen any candle closes above 107.5k. However, just because the bears are in control of the higher time frame market structure, of course, in the short term, we are still in this ascending trend that I showed you a couple times in this video, and we need to get clear confirmation of some kind of break back down below this critical level of support, perhaps a breakdown below this ascending trend line as well, in combination with some kind of bearish divergence or something like this. Only then do we need to start ringing the alarm bells and starting to look for lower prices once again. Currently, that is not something that we need to worry about in terms of the higher time frame trend, because as you can see on the 3-day time frame, we still have this confirmed bullish divergence, which is when you have lower lows in the Bitcoin price and higher lows in the RSI momentum indicator. And this is indicating that we are going to get a break from the bearish price action we saw before that. Usually this plays out either in the form of some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bullish momentum. And so far we have seen a little bit of that bullish momentum. Now, same thing here, so long as we're not seeing any candle closes below 86,000, then this bullish divergence continues to play out as expected, and the base case is once again either some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bullish momentum. Now moving on to the Bitcoin ETF flow tables, because right here you can see that yesterday we got another massive inflow into the Bitcoin ETFs of $840 million in a single day of trading. So obviously the Bitcoin ETF investors are having a massive upwards pressuring effect on the Bitcoin price. Next, taking a look at the Bitcoin liquidity analysis with the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. First of all, over the past 3 days, you can see that we still have a little bit of liquidity to the upside around 98.2K. However, there is more liquidity to the downside that should be taken into consideration. For example, at around 93 and even all the way down to 91.6K, you will actually get a better picture on this 2-week time frame. So let me quickly show you that as well. Here you can see around this 93K level, there is a bunch of liquidity. However, there is massive liquidity around this $90,000 level. Now, as I said in yesterday's video as well, just because there's massive liquidity down there doesn't mean that we need to actually trade all the way back down to 90K. However, if you start seeing these warning signals continuing to play out, like that bearish divergence in combination with the break of the trend, well, those are going to be some big warning signals in the short term. Also keep an eye on that 94.6K level on the daily time frame, because if you start to see those bearish signals confirming, that is the time to start paying attention towards some of these lower levels of liquidity to possibly be grabbed. However, for now, as long as we haven't broken this trend line, the trend is still to the upside on the lower time frames. So either way, this has been today's market update. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.